Crimes against persons. When is physical injury considered as serious, less serious, and slight? As to days of incapacity for labor or illness in serious physical injuries more than 30 days or for more than 90 days. In less serious physical injuries for 10 days or more but not more than 30 days. In slight physical injuries for 1 to 9 days.
As to suffering in serious physical injuries, insanity, imbecility, impotency, blindness, loss of faculty for speech, hearing or smelling, loss of any part of the body or use thereof, deformity, incapacity for habitual work, permanently or for more than 90 days, or incapacity or illness for more than 30 days. In less serious physical injuries, incapacity for labor or illness requiring medical attendance for 10 days or more but not more than 30 days. While in slight physical injuries, incapacity for labor or illness for 1 to 9 days, or there is no incapacity or illness. What constitutes the crime of statutory rape? Statutory rape is committed by sexual intercourse with a woman below 12 years of age regardless of her consent, or the lack of it, to the sexual act. Proof of force, intimidation or consent is unnecessary as they are not elements of statutory rape, considering that the absence of free consent is conclusively presumed when the victim is below the age of 12. At that age, the law presumes that the victim does not possess discernment and is incapable of giving intelligent consent to the sexual act. Sexual intercourse with a woman who is a mental retardate, with a mental age below 12 years old, constitutes statutory rape. In determining whether a person is 12 years of age, the interpretation should be in accordance with either the chronological age of the child if he or she is not suffering from intellectual disability, or the mental age if intellectual disability is established. Crimes against personal liberty and security. Distinguish kidnapping with rape from forcible abduction with rape. Kidnapping with rape is composite, or special complex crime, if the woman kidnapped is also raped. Rape through forcible abduction is complex, under Article 48, since forcible abduction is a necessary means to commit rape. In kidnapping with rape there is no lewd design at the time of abduction, while in rape through forcible abduction there is lewd design at the time of abduction. In kidnapping with rape, regardless of the number of rapes, there is only one special complex crime of kidnapping with rape. While in rape through forcible abduction, if there are multiple rapes, only the first rape shall be complexed with forcible abduction, subsequent rapes will be treated as separate crimes. In kidnapping with rape, if rape was merely attempted, kidnapping and serious illegal detention and attempted rape will be treated as separate crimes. While in forcible abduction, if rape was merely attempted, the crime committed is only forcible abduction. Attempted rape, for being a mere manifestation of lewd design, which is an element of forcible abduction, is absorbed. Distinguish grave coercion from light coercion. The purpose of grave coercion is to prevent another from doing something not prohibited by law, or to compel him to do something against his will, whether right or wrong. While light coercion is to apply the proceeds of seized property for the payment of the debt. Grave coercion is committed by means of violence, threats or intimidation, and without authority of law. While light coercion is committed by means of violence. In grave coercion the offender can be any person, while in light coercion the offender is a creditor. In grave coercion the offended party can be any person, while in light coercion the offended party is a debtor.
Crimes against property. Distinguish robbery and theft. Robbery and theft both involve unlawful taking as element. Both involve personal property belonging to another, and there is intent to gain. In robbery the taking is done with the use of violence or intimidation of persons or by using force upon thing. In theft there is no employment of violence or intimidation of persons or using force upon thing. Distinguish highway robbery from robbery committed on a highway. In highway robbery the robbery is committed indiscriminately against persons who commute in such highways, regardless of the potentiality they offer. When the offender is a brigand or one who roams in public highways and carries out his robbery in public highways as venue, whenever the opportunity to do so arises. There is frequency in the commission of the robbery in public highways and against persons traveling thereat. In robbery committed on a highway, the robbery is committed only against predetermined victim. Under the revised penal code, when the commission thereof in a public highway is only incidental and the offender is not a brigand, only occasional against a predetermined victim, without frequency in public highways. Crimes against chastity. 3 classes of offender in the crime of qualified seduction. 1. Those who abuse their authority. Examples: person in public authority, guardian, teacher, or a person who, in any capacity, is entrusted with the education or custody of the woman seduced. 2. Those who abuse the confidence reposed on them. Examples: priest, house servant, domestics. 3. Those who abuse their relationship. Examples: a brother who seduced his sister, ascendant who seduced his descendant. Crimes against the civil status of persons. Compare and distinguish bigamy from a legal marriage. In bigamy, subsequent marriage must be perfectly valid except that it is bigamous. In a legal marriage, subsequent marriage is annullable or void even if there is no first marriage. Bigamy refers only to contracting of a second marriage before the former marriage has been legally dissolved or before the absent spouse has been declared presumptively dead. A legal marriage covers all marriages which are otherwise voidable or null and void other than bigamous marriage. Crimes against honor. How is libel committed? First, a libel is public and malicious imputation of a crime, or of a vice or defect, real or imaginary, or any act, omission, condition, status, or circumstance tending to cause the dishonor, discredit, or contempt of a natural or juridical person, or to blacken the memory of one who is dead. Libel is committed by means of writing, printing, lithography, engraving, radio, phonograph, painting, theatrical exhibition, cinematographic exhibition, or any similar means. Under Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012, cyber libel is defined in Article 355 of the Revised Penal Code, as amended, may be committed through a computer system or any other similar means which may be devised in the future. Where is the venue of libel cases? The criminal and civil action for damages in cases of written defamations shall be filed simultaneously or separately with the court of first instance of the province or city where the libelous article is printed and first published, or where any of the offended parties actually resides at the time of the commission of the offense.
Thanks for watching. Follow me on my other social media accounts at ms_notabene. Be sure to subscribe and click on the bell icon to be notified whenever I post. Have you more questions regarding my law school experience or have any recommendations for my next videos? Leave a comment below. See you on the next one.